I see red, I was gonna be dead. Look, but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I kill, they kill. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. My bro, I crash, broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no rule.
You can't trust.
What?
You can't trust the baby because when the baby come in, they finessing. The moment the baby, I'm keeping it real. Listen, the baby cry, you give it something, it laugh, right? But it's consoled, it laughed the whole time. It never wanted nothing. It knew how to use its emotions. Like I say, I come to do content, everybody gonna run. They don't want no cameras and that's why they don't want no cameras. All you gotta do is say I do content.
So you're still going back though?
Listen, it's one thing about that, right? Why I gotta go back when I'm there? I'm a turtle, right? My house on my back, right? And what I mean by that is I take St. Louis everywhere I go, right? And I do go back from time to time, but a lot of times is I'm a prophet, and a prophet never respected in his hometown, right? But I'm respected, but you gotta watch out. It's more dangerous for me in my hometown because I'm a prophet, right? I'm a prophet of God. So I got to keep moving. I got to travel. I got to hit 4 corners of the earth. So I don't got a lot of time for St. Louis. I'm bigger than St. Louis.
Do you feel a duty to uplift St. Louis?
I am doing that. I'm doing that by showing them that you can do this, right? They see me up here with you. They can do this, right? And they also understand that what I'm telling them is fact. And they seeing it. I'm keeping it with me. I got development.
Man, that boy
programs,
just
so
said some crazy deep, boy. Even Jesus had to leave his own city. I mean, you got to get out there, man. If you trying to spread your message and your word, your talent, whatever, boy, you got to get from, you got to get from out of there. Now that we got the internet, though, you that the advantage, man. You feel me? That's everywhere, y'all boys. Use it.
Artists in that program. But I'm speaking
we
for
got
me.
STL in here. We got ATL in here. Come on.
Huh? I spend more time in other people's trenches.
Use it.
And taking St. Louis with me to other people's trenches.
Facts,
because I already survived St. Louis trenches. And we got the worst trenches in the world,
me?
right? There's no trenches worse than St. Louis trenches. You'll die in a heartbeat.
It's not bad.
That's that bad. Listen, in St. Louis, you die over anything.
Jeez.
That's what I'm on. Listen, they die before they learn how to live. I'm talking about like they 12, 13, 14, they dead.
People are dying at that age.
Play, boy.
Quick. Women, females, kids, right? And it's like you understand it because the arch in St. Louis bring all in the demonic spirits in, right? So everybody in St. Louis is possessed. That a lot of people don't know.
There's an arch?
Yeah, there's an arch. The arch in St. Louis bring all the demons in.
I've never been there.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Sounds horrible.
So you gotta go. Everything good there, but everything bad because bad and good doesn't exist. Because how you know what good is if you don't know what bad is, right? So there's no bad and good. Like you take me to where you at, it's like the trenches to me. I mean, take a nigga to where you at. They gonna think moving, think the police coming. They in survival mode. They cannot survive where you at, right? Then you go where I'm at. You can't survive where I'm at. Which one of them is wrong?
They got this, boy.
Right? You don't know. It's just the person. Right? Because like, I swear to God, even here, when I pulled up, I'm trying to smoke my weed. I'm scared. I think you the feds, I think everybody the feds are trying to get out as fast as I can. Right? Because that mentality is still in me. Just like if you go to the trenches right now. But if you was born there, I bet you'd be able to survive. There's a lot of white people that survive. Like that one white guy. What's that white dude name that stabbed him? What's that white dude that got stabbed? Jen Lee. Like the white, he black and white at the same time. Like Michael Jackson. Right? So I'm saying if you depending on where you grew up at, you'll be that. Depends on how you was programmed.
Environment.
That's why I'm telling you, color don't matter. So everybody on this race, but race don't matter. We in a spiritual war. The gods is using us to fight each other. A lot of people don't know.
I don't see race.
Yeah, can't see race because gods are using us. Right? The God that we worship and praise is using us to fight each other. He want me to smack shit out you right now. He telling me since I got her to smack. I swear to God. He told me to smack shit.
It's called the devil, bro. They told you about it a long time ago. They told you about the consciousness, subconsciousness, the little thing, the little demon. But y'all just like making up new shit because y'all held one TikTok and forget everything they taught you when you just. But I get it though. Because they is teaching new shit in school now to these jits too. So it's like every generation do come with new shit. Y'all trying to get along with the times. I feel it. Y'all want to be right, but gang, do that shit even sound right, gang?
Out this white man. He enslaved you. That's what he told me to do. But I ain't do that. I don't listen to this guy. But that's what he told me. Master Louis Farrakhan told me to smack shit out you too. Right? But I ain't gonna do that. All right? They told me to smack you for Malcolm X.
Nah, and bomb.
Appreciate that. I'm only half white.
Yeah, it don't matter. A little piece of it is good. A little piece of it is enough.
Yeah, I'm 1% black.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Got the afro.
We don't give a about the black. Everybody know they percent black. We give a about the skin. But that's what they try to teach us. Right? Listen, it's up, right? Because everybody know the world simulation, everything fake. When the hood realized that the story of Jesus and everything was fake and they was tricking us, they gave us Muslim. They turned us to Muslim, right? They gave us the Nation of Islam and all that to console us, to make us feel good, like that's your own, right? But every time it was a trick. Just like right now, we go get some water. I'm saying I want spring water. They're gonna say, go get spring water. You'll get the kind of plastic. You think you good, but the whole time, it's
in
good,
plastic.
Right? It don't got no energy in it. You need the one with the bottle.
You're the first guest that's ever asked me for spring water.
Yeah, you need to warm up the bottle because this is gonna give you energy. This is gonna give you electronic.
I was impressed you knew about it.
Yeah, electricity, because you gotta know. I know about everything.
The white thing.
Everything in the universe.
we know.
Revealed
Y'all
to
try
me.
to keep the
I'm a
secrets.
prophet of God, the real God.
Y'all learn from us
I don't
and
even
don't
call
tell
him
us
God
about it.
because his name not God. I just say that for the people to understand. Because his name.
A lot of people call themselves prophets.
And they sell us the shit that's gonna get sick. So about it's great value. I've been noticing that, boy. You spend a little extra $1 or $2 sometime, but that little shit, but it be worth it, bro. From paper, everything, gang. I'm telling you, bro.
But you know a prophet, like Jesus was a prophet. You know a prophet, because prophet can bring back the dead like me. Prophets can do a lot of
They
things.
drinking that good spring water.
There's a lot of fake prophets running around.
Got us drinking
right? A lot of
bottled
fake prophets in the spiritual.
plastic.
You can tell if they're a prophet or if they fake, because a lot of people, they weaponize the truth. When they try to sell it to you. You know what I mean by
the shit with the belt.
like
You
where I
know
come
what I'm talking
from,
about.
we got a 4-letter word for vocabulary. You see, I still use my
black people
4-letter word
ain't- I
vocabulary.
ain't gonna say
But
black
other people
people, but in the
that's in the
hood.
spiritual community, they're gonna get a big vocabulary and
Shit
try to
got
sell it
no
to the
brand,
churches to
gang.
confuse you.
One
Sort of like
plot.
God.
Come on, you need
It's
the
all
whole
trick.
half
Don't
of
worry,
the
though. I'm not the
roll.
feds. I'm not Adam 22.
Yeah, Adam 22.
That
Yeah, listen, but they weaponize
2-3
everything. They
pieces,
weaponize
you
the sun and sell
good.
it to you as energy. Right? Everything is weaponized. They
There's
weaponize
oxygen. People sell oxygen.
I'm
sell
like,
everything.
nah,
They weaponize
how's
love.
this
Right?
possible?
So everything is being weaponized. Listen, I tell everybody, I can't trust because even a baby you can't trust.
What?
You can't trust the baby because when a baby come in, they finessing. The moment the baby, I'm keeping it real. Listen, the baby cry, you give it something, it laugh, right? But it's consoled. It laughed the whole time. It never wanted nothing. It knew how to use its emotions, right? So how could a baby trick you and you know how to lose?
You always talking about a baby finessing, bro. You had the baby, bro.
That use their emotions as a infant. That's how you know it been here before. That's how you know it know how to play the games. Why I know that baby then.
There goes Inner Charleston. I was just telling y'all about this Inner Charleston. He be talking crazy. He said, baby finessing. That's some of the funniest shit. For real. That man dead serious when he said that too. The baby finessing. Ask for breast milk. Baby need clothes. Baby need shoes. Baby need this or that. Bruh, close your legs. You need to close your legs then, man. Having all them damn babies, but you ain't ready to have them. Where you think the baby came from? Magic? Nah, you need to close your damn legs, man. You ain't ready for no damn babies in that damn case. You just spawning babies talking about they finessing. Oh, you not ready to be a parent. You not, but we knew that though. This man talking about he sticking babies in drawers, and then he gonna take the baby out the drawer because the baby was cold and stick the baby in the oven. Oh, he different. Oh, he different, boy. CPS on the way too. Be careful. Now.
Right? That baby trying to trick me. You don't fuck about no baby. No, you laughing, that ain't funny. Right? This baby trying to trick me is laughing. It's all it wants is some food. As soon as I give it to it, it's gonna act happy and it's gonna cry again, act happy and cry again. F that baby.
Finessing. Oh,
right?
man.
No, I'm keeping it real. It's a finesser. Right? A baby is a finesser at the age of 0.
Finesse
it come
2
out the womb, gotta smack it on the ass, start crying. And it never shut up since then. It realized, oh, I can finesse you with my cry. And every day after that, the baby is finessing. It get older, it's finessing the parents.
Baby name Chucky.
It's fake love. Everybody got fake love. But this is what I'm telling you, even the father and the mother got fake love because the baby gonna fall, and as soon as they go, what they gonna do? Pick him up. But that ain't the right thing to do. Gotta let the baby
Chucky
get up on his
little
own. Gotta
demon
let him
baby,
learn.
boy, that don't even
Right? The
sound
baby
right.
don't even know. Right? So the babies will run around confused because of the parents. Right? So all the parents should themselves. Yeah, tell them that. If you a parent out here, yourself. Yeah, because listen, how can you bring your kids information
and
that
close
you
your
haven't
legs?
double checked? Right? Everybody say Christianity. I'm gonna bring you Christianity. I'm gonna bring you religion.
Okay,
cool. Okay, good.
A
You brought me the
genius.
Bible. I
But
love
then he
it.
goes
But why
off
you
on
stopped
one of these
there?
rants.
Because from
Facts.
12 to 33, Jesus was missing. So that means you gotta check other books, right? That means you gotta go a little deeper. But nobody go a little deeper because everybody's scared to die.
So you're saying if you go deeper, it's...
If you go deeper, you gotta die.
How come?
Because you gotta lose everything here. You're gonna realize that all this is fake. You're gonna realize it's assimilation. And you're gonna realize that the girl that you love and the pussy that you love is not only yours. She a whole lot of times. She's been here probably 10, 20 times. The got 5 million bodies.
Damn.
I'm just keeping it real, right? She got 5 million bodies. And the crazy part about it, she been a man before too, so you get you.
Oh.
Right? And you don't even know that. Like you get straight at the same time. So you're gonna be confused. When I found out I was a girl too, I said, damn, how the fuck can I be? Not now. I'm not.
You said what? Oh, Unc say he was born both? Unc say he was born both of them, y'all boys?
Gay right now. So don't you, I'm not right now. I'm saying a past life.
Nah.
When I found out the past life, I was a girl. It fucked me up. But I was meditating in the mirror, and I watched me look at the mirror. I put the candle there. I light the sage. I look at my...
Yeah, you lighting candles and sage, gang. I'm telling you, that wasn't Jesus you were looking at, gang. And you said it looked just like you? That was the devil.
Myself in the mirror. I start shrinking, getting real smaller. Then all my lies start flashing.
I was the devil.
Every last one of them, right? And then I saw went to the light, and then I saw real black. That's how I know God resides in the darkness.
Damn.
Right? Because everything is made from the darkness.
I did some past life therapy too.
Yeah. What's about therapy? I don't know nothing about no therapy. I don't do therapy. There's a friend in the hood. We don't do therapy. Don't talk about therapy. What? Name one in the hood that like therapy. Come on, don't talk about the therapy shit to me, gang. For real. I'm from the streets. I'm GDBD Vice Lord.
Yeah.
I'm GDBD Vice Lord, gang.
Makes
I
sense.
don't do no therapy. Therapy? Go on, therapeutic. I'm GDBD Vice Lord, nigga. I'm traumatized, right?
Yeah, they
I don't
can't
know if you
relate, man. I don't
gang.
understand.
I can't just jump out of this.
Therapists
My nervous
couldn't do
system.
for a hood,
I'm a
nigga.
survivor.
They know about the hood. What hood they been in? You feel me? For to be therapizing and get y'all ass on. I hear some real ass right there though. You just said some real ass gang. Can't relate to you talking about some therapy. You know your therapeutics helped you with that. Like the hell you was in therapy for anyways, gang, stressing about some his job or life's been hard and you need that therapy, gang. I ain't saying you need therapy, you go get that damn therapy. You feel me? I'm all for therapy. I'm just saying for hood, nigga, 100% pointless. What they know about a PTSD? What they know about a struggle? What they know about a hood? What they know about the environments? What they know about being the subject to your environment? What they know about any of that shit, gang? What they know about getting that shit out of the mud? You feel me? Not a damn thing. That's what they know. Not nothing. Nothing.
Survival mode. And what I gotta do to get out of it, I won't do. Right? Listen, to get out of survival mode, you know what you gotta do? You really gotta take steps. I gotta ground my feet. I gotta put my raw feet in the grass, gang. And I've been told to wear shoes my whole life, right? So I got no socks for my shoes. I gotta do that every day, right? I gotta talk to trees the whole time, my whole life. I walk past trees and I give a fuck about them.
Don't know
right? I gotta meditate in the dark room. I gotta face myself. How the fuck can I face myself? I've been running for myself my whole life, right? Then I've been listening to gangster rap my whole life, but I gotta soothe my body down, so I gotta listen to gay ass Michael Jackson. I'm not listening to gay ass Michael Jackson every day to soothe your body down.
What's
right?
good? What's good? Hello.
And guess what?
What's good, Mr. Mister?
Because once it's in you, it's a part of you.
Right?
You can get rid of it.
You can't get rid of it. It don't go nowhere. They trick you like you can. It always be there, but it gets smaller, right? You make better choices, right? Because let me tell you something. When your brain,
profit off your pain and
once something's stuck in there, it can't come out. How it's gonna get out of there? Tell me that. How it's gonna get out? Can't. It can't leave. It can lead through your ass. Yeah, maybe when you come out.
What they know about
once it's in you, it's in you, right? You have to learn how to control what's in you, right? Because what's in you is already in you, but everything in you need it, right? Don't get that twisted. A lot of people, there's no such thing as bad or good. Everything in you was for the mission, but a lot of people get stuck on the mission. You know, a lot of times, I'm from the trenches. A lot of times we go on hits and we get ready to jump out.
Out
right?
to the tribe.
Jump out,
Shout out
they
Black
are
Lightning.
scared, right? We move forward. We keep going. We keep robbing, running houses like yours and lay you on. And I'm supposed to lay you down. I'm keeping it real, right? And we don't get have no remorse. We need the money you got, right? We move forward. And the same thing, you move forward. You went to school. You went to college. You move forward. You didn't get stuck. You didn't do social media. Now you do social media. You moving forward. A lot of people, we get stuck or we move backwards because backwards. And the same thing is comfortable. Everybody looking for comfortable, but you find God when you uncomfortable. You find everything when you uncomfortable because uncomfortable is the real comfortable. That a lot of people don't know.
Bars. So who do you trust then? You said you don't trust anyone earlier.
Listen, let me tell you something, right? Trust is like a word that you really got to understand. I trust me, and I trust.
You said, can't wait till you get that merge. What you mean, gang?
Trust people to do exactly what they're going to do. Listen, Jesus had to use the bad people. I got to use people in the trenches sometimes. I got to trust them to do the job. You got to trust people to do what they can do. Know what they can do, right? Observe and watch, be aware. So now I can trust everybody because I can trust you to do what you're going to do because I'm aware of what you're going to do. Right? So why can't I give trust? When you're in survival mode, you don't give trust, right? And that's why a lot of people in the hood don't get no money because they can't give trust. A lot of times you make more.
Well, you just had some real, boy, you don't give trust, boy. That's why, boy, I don't know, boy, if that's just me, but I be looking at crazy when they just blindly throw out the word trust. They trust this, trust that, trust this, trust. They meet just in a rush to trust them. Like, damn. You just met Fule. You don't know how much he done back, dog. Snaked. You did wrong in the past, bad contracts, bad dealings, you feel me? He might have been a bad manager, whatever. Y'all just ready to trust him off the rip. Red flag, yeah. You see? Red flag, for real. Said, not you, right? Trust yourself, that's it. Now, I ain't even about just trust yourself, gang. Like, that shit take time. I'm just saying people who be in a rush to trust. I ain't saying don't trust nobody. Like, be a loner. Like, be a weirdo. Like, now you trying too hard just to be an outcast. You feel me? Like, you got to have somebody. You feel me? Or you got nobody. And if you cool with being with nobody, that's cool, too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being on permanently on P's either. But, nah, I ain't saying I'm a super trust nobody. Just I ain't in a rush to go looking for the trust nobody. You feel me? Nah, gang, that's crazy. That's like going on one of these podcasts thinking Adam 22 ain't gonna backdoor you like they just did 607 You feel me?
He ain't lying.
You can't be so quick to go to trust and you don't even know their history, especially if you do know their history and you trying to blind that. He said, like, Guappo, you gotta make it real. I trust you to do that. Nah, facts. You feel me? You gotta trust a bit to be what the fuck a bit is. You feel me? Like, I trust a to be who a is. You see what I'm saying? You can't trust a to be you. Nah, you gotta see that.
More money in the future. I'll loan you my money to make more money. But in the hood, we can't get nobody our money because they never come back. So now the hood niggas already can't come back. They can't get rich because they don't understand that money is worth more in the future. To get money, you gotta let it go. Right? For me to get money, I let other people use it. Right? That's the only way money is good if somebody else using it. It's not no good if I'm using it. You can't tell nobody.
Oh yeah, you can't in my life.
We get all our money and put it under the mattress, put it under the bed. Right? Because we think that the money is value. We don't understand 10 years later that money just lost value.
A lot of value.
Right? So we didn't understand that, especially growing up in the trenches.
What about loyalty?
You gotta be loyal to yourself. Everything's a reflection. If disloyal to person, if I'm disloyal, my world gonna be disloyal, right? Loyalty is in the person, right? Whatever I am on the inside, reflect on the out. So every person that runs to disloyalty, I don't give no know you a snake.
Damn.
Yeah, you a snake. Anytime you get snake, you a snake, because the snake gotta come from within first. Listen, stop playing with me. You're not gonna trick me, because everything is a reflection of the inside, right? Nothing happened on accident in the world, gang. Nobody is dying on accident. Nobody. Nobody's doing anything on accident. Everybody is living their reality. It's mirroring. It's a mirror. So whatever the fuck you do on the inside, gonna show on the outside. That's why I can read people's minds. Come on, gang. You walk in somebody's house, their house all fucked up, trash everywhere. That mean they mind fucked up, they mental fucked up, they can't make it.
Well, that's why I got a W-ass chat and see, you feel me? Everybody be structured in here, you feel me? Because we attract what we is, you feel me? Everybody in here level-headed. Everybody in here, yeah.
And get the fuck out. Right? You gotta check. Everybody checking the temperature outside, like the weather. You gotta check the spiritual.
It be BS in here. We have like an 8 in chat or some shit.
The weather of the climate is gonna watch and save your life. Right? Somebody pull up.
Guappo ain't going either though.
I'm checking the company to pull up in the car. Got a lot of guns in there.
Well, person said he seen the
another one
dog
pull up in the car. Ain't got no guns in there. Oh, the climate. They finna go somebody. I could fall and die in that car. I'm gonna choose this one.
Damn. So you don't
say the same thing.
No such thing as accidents. Everything is divine purpose.
Even
what people call what they call luck is divine. Listen, everything in earth is have action and a reaction. It's a mirror from something. There's no such thing as an accident. Then the universe had to be an accident. Then the sun coming up and down is an accident, right? There's no accidents, right? But everything, people don't understand how they did it, and that's the accident, right? Because you did something. If you tapped it the same way, you could have did that every time, but you don't understand that. Because you accident, right? There's no such thing as an accident, but people don't not aware. If you're not aware, then everything's an accident. Your life is an accident, and you should die then. Are you an accident, gang?
No. I'm here for a reason.
Good then.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about no accidents then, because ain't no such thing as accidents.
What about coincidences?
No, coincidence neither. Listen, even if you go meet somebody who's divine, like if I meet you today, we already agreed to meet each other. If we both woke, I agreed to meet you so we can wake the world, so we can share our vibrations to complete our mission. We agreed before we knew we agreed, right? So there's no such thing as that. I think the most thing that I gotta explain to people is that you are not you. Right? Your body is not yours, right? You are not even fully you, right? You are broken down into many other yous, right? And you gotta kind of like bring you back together, right? So it's like this. If I take this water, you know why there's water in this bottle?
What?
It's because like if you take the water, as soon as you take it from the source, it immediately start dying. As soon as it come out, as soon as you take it out the source, it start dying. You put it in the bottle to preserve it to when it gets you. Right? But if you put it in a plastic bottle, it dies faster. So water dies when it leaves the source. What the fuck you think happened to you? That's why you die. You left the source. You're not one with your creation. That's why Jesus said God is within. See, everybody got to return to live. A lot of people don't know.
Damn, so you really believe in Jesus?
Listen, Jesus is consciousness, right? Higher level consciousness. This is what you don't understand. And it's even 3D, 4D, and 5D dimension. And for the people in 3D dimension, you don't want to scare them because they got to make it to 4. So you want to tell them, yes, Jesus is real. This will happen. But they should keep following. But Jesus was consciousness. And what I mean by that is you, Jesus. I'm Jesus. Jesus is the consciousness of ever. If Jesus was dead, then I couldn't know what I know now. right? Jesus did voodoo. Jesus brought back the blind with mud. And you understand that mud and the earth have life in it, right? So I don't know, right? Yeah, you got to believe in Jesus, but Jesus is consciousness. In different levels, you get a new Jesus. You realize it's not even his name. Or reason I say his name right now for the sake of this interview, but that's not his name. I don't know his true name. There's nothing have a name. There's no such thing as a voice. I can prove it. If you go in the mall, crowded mall, you close your eyes, you won't hear a word. All you hear is this blah, 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 blah. But whatever you tune into, then you get a signal from. You'll recognize it. But what you hear is not a voice. So that's how you can talk to somebody in Spanish or somebody different voice, different language. You can still talk to them and communicate. Right? I mean, you can without even knowing the language because it ain't about the language.
You mentioned voodoo earlier. You just had a voodoo priestess on your podcast, right? Or you
that bitch crazy. Yeah, she crazy. Listen, but I'm not saying she crazy in the sense of that, but I'm saying she crazy in the sense she died a whole lot of times. And what was crazy is that she lost her powers. And how she lost her powers was crazy. A lot of people don't know. Like, she actually was queen, and she was a queen to the king. He had like 5 or 6 husbands. Wives. Had like 5 or 6 wives, and one of the wives actually poisoned her.
Whoa.
Yeah, and she came back to the States and she realized she was getting real sick and she died at the hospital, right? And her magic was going in. So then she came back. So she know how to get rid of your attachments and shit like that. So she do that, but she don't even know if she got a soul no more.
Damn. So you think that's possible? A body without a soul?
100%. Back in the days, they used to, why do you think they kept all them bodies for? They used to swap bodies with the Egyptians. Like, I just swap bodies. I get a body, it's time for me to die, I swap my soul into another body.
Damn.
Right? They did in the pyramids. Everybody knew this.
Boy, they kind of gave us a little hint on that with that one movie, the little X-Men, the Armageddon one. Just had the little shit going on where he was stealing the powers from the other little mutants and shit whole time. But I was probably like, oh, let me give y'all a little sneak peek into what really went on with the little pharaohs and shit. They were really swapping bodies and stealing life essences and all that good shit. You feel me? But then, why they left the gold and shit, I don't know. You know, we heard some shit about they gonna come back and shit too, so. Shit get deep though, boy. Shit get deep, boy. He ain't lying.
That's why he had them tunes and all that. That's why he wanted to get them bodies. Because you can just go yourself another body, put yourself in an animal, put yourself in what you want to do.
Reason I say that, because you know with the movies, they be saying every movie got a truth and a lie in it. You feel me? So that might have been the true part.
Right? We knew how to do these things.
Yup, that's
You think
true.
that's going around
You
today?
heard me?
Yeah, everybody can do it. But listen, they're going to hide it. But you can't do it unless you believe
Some
you can
shit
do
just
it.
makes sense,
The one thing about your mind is you only can do what you believe you can do. Right? A lot of people that look at it as fake, then it's fake then. Again, if you're in 3D reality,
Read
that's the
between
reality
the
that you're in.
lines.
You cannot come in the
You
4
said
or
it,
5D.
yeah. You know
Right? I can
something,
even
gang.
begin to tell you about the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th.
You been there?
I'll be trying
It's
to
crazy.
decipher
I'll tell
all
you
this
this.
shit.
Listen, you know, only one person been there that we can know of. A few of them. Jesus and Elijah, a few people. But Elijah went there, and he went on a fast ship. They came and got him on a chariot, right? And he went there. But even the God of this world haven't been. Because, no, they prayed that day. He said, listen, I'm going to pray,
I got you.
and you going to pray. We're going to go see God.
Lock in.
The guy prayed 14 times. Nothing.
Damn.
Elijah prayed one time. They come get him. Take him up there. He wanted to die. All right? He wanted to die. But what I'm saying is that it was so fast. The speed of light. He saw everything. Everything was true. But he went outside the firmament. Right? There's only a few people that made it outside the firmament. God is stuck in this firmament game. But Elijah made it outside the firmament. Jesus made it outside the firmament. Buddha made it outside the firmament. Right? So there's a few people in the times that have made it out. I'm making it outside the firmament.
You think so?
Yeah, I almost went last night, but I got scared. Right? I'm keeping real. Listen, so when you meditate, you know, I can ask.
Unc say he almost died a 6th time, y'all boys. He was finna come back 6th time. He was probably gonna come back new body and all. Let us know. Now I'm 607 on out the punk, y'all boys. In a white voice. And we're gonna have to believe him too. He gonna tell us about experiences and everything. We're gonna know like, nah, bro. You had to do your research.
I can project, I meditate, I can go around here, it's fine. But last night, it was kind of like crazy. I'm asleep. Now this come from like 2 days of dehydration, right? Because I don't eat food, so I don't eat, so I'm
Vegas is hot, too.
Yeah, so I haven't ate. So I'm not knowing I'm in Vegas and still not eating, right?
Jeez.
So I gotta eat. So I'm going to kind of like hallucinating, but I'm finna go to sleep. And I go to sleep, and when I'm going to sleep, I jump on my body. Now, mind you, I'm not trying to at this point, so it's kind of crazy. Normally, get out your body, you can control it, right?
Yeah.
This time, you can't. So I'm going so fast. I didn't even get to the other side. It was moving so fast, I couldn't control it. I got scared and tried to jump out, and I jumped back in my body, but couldn't open my eyes. I'm trying to open my eyes like this, but my eyes wouldn't open. So by the time they opened, I stayed up and didn't go to sleep. And I'm a prophet, gang. I'm a prophet. But the speed was so fast, like I'm going 10 million miles per hour.
God damn.
That fast. It was so fast, I didn't even make it to the other side.
Holy
That's what I'm mom. I can't make that shit up.
That's sleep paralysis, it sounds like, right?
No, gang. I'm not crazy. That's what crazy. I don't know what that word mean. What that word mean? What that word mean? I'm not
Sleep
crazy.
paralysis? You haven't heard of it?
What that mean? Is that crazy shit?
No.
Nigga, I went to see God. I went in the chariot like Elijah. I just didn't see the fire. I was fast.
Jeez.
He said, I'm seeing demons, not angels.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking earlier, too. I was like, you looking at demon, you looking in the window, you seeing black and all type of shit, voids. You talking about you lighting candles with sage. Gang, that was not a holy presence. That was not a holy, I'm pretty sure.
I almost went to the heavens.
When did you start astral
You were literally playing with fire.
projecting?
Oh.
Your whole life?
Nah, it's crazy because like my whole life I was a murderer. I was doing all the bad stuff, but all the stuff I needed so I could teach those people. So by the time all that was over,
When you
I
don't
started,
eat, you could
astral
dream.
projecting,
I heard
probably
that.
about a couple years ago. Right? Listen,
I heard about that. You know, I don't dream my damn self, boy. But I heard if you don't eat, I guess before you go to sleep, you'll be able to dream because chemical reactions or whatever ain't going on and shit. I don't know. I forgot the science behind it, but you'll be able to dream better.
I've been chosen my whole life, but I've been
But I've been
awoken for
fasting
like,
about 30 years,
2
y'all.
years, so I'm 2 years old now.
What was the specific moment that caused you to wake up, you think?
I don't know about
That
that.
Pacific moment is it's a calling, right? Listen, I was designed to wake up at a certain time, right? And that's what it's just like that. And I'll be like, damn, I just quit eating food.
Yeah, weed stop you from dreaming. Yeah, I'm knowing that one too. I heard about that one too, gang. I don't know how I'm gonna test that theory. That so
Quit doing this, like, so I don't
we
even
ain't
know.
testing that.
Like, I was designed
No
I'm a
time
robot,
soon.
man, just like you.
See,
I was programmed to wake up at this
Look,
particular
but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I kill if I get a chance, I'ma shoot. Bye, bro, I crash. Broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no rule. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoof it, back that spoof where I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We was the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit.